Chapter 9. I Got It Made. I'm kinda young, but my tongue speaks maturity. I'm not a child, I don't need nothing but security. I get paid when the record's played. To put it short, I got it made. Special Ed. Late September 1989. Turning 14 wasn't just any number. I was now poised to become a man. In and outside of my scrawny 100-pound body, I was going through crazy changes. First of all, my voice would start off deep, then crack into Michael Jackson tones without warning. Pimples periodically invaded my nose, and I couldn't muster any hair on my face. So one night, I got this dumb-ass idea to cut a few strands from an undisclosed place to glue on my chin. Yeah, that's what I need. If I just had a little hair, girls would be all over me. I moved this peculiar patch of hair around my face to see how it would look. However, I knew it was no way I could pull it off and become Teen Wolf overnight. They say slow and steady wins the race, and with my new haircut, I believe my time would come. Gone were the days of cake and presents. For my birthday, all I wanted was some dead presidents. My parents gave me $40, but I didn't have enough to buy the video game I wanted, so I planned to buy a shirt instead. We arrived at the mall early Saturday morning after I begged my mom to take me. Well, where do you want to go? J.C. Penney's has nice shirts, she said. I was too insulted. Mama, nobody wears clothes from J.C. Penney's but old folks. I pointed down the hall. I want to go to the Stag Shop. The where? She put her hand on her hip. I pointed again. That's the place where Rich buys all his clothes. She nodded reluctantly as we walked inside. Now this is the kind of job I like, I announced, holding up a blue and orange polo shirt. My mom took a quick glance at the ticket and shouted, $100 for a shirt? Man, let me get out of here quick. She shook her head in disgust. Only your brother would spend that kind of money. He's a fool, you hear me? I asked him to help with a bill the other day, and he claimed he was broke, yet he has money to buy all kinds of clothes from up in here. Mama fussed. I knew she wanted to tell my brother all about himself because she went on and on for another 5 minutes, and the more she talked, the more I laughed. To me, though, my brother was the certified black Ralph Lauren, and with plenty of GQ magazines around the house, he pretty much indoctrinated me into his world of fashion. Why spend so much on a shirt, though? I asked him once. He replied, look, lil' bruh, rather than have 10, $20 chump shirts, buy 3 $100 shirts that no one else has and set the standard. And set the standard I did. Every chance I got, I would reach for one of his shirts and wear it to school like it was mine. I probably could have saved the money like my mom suggested or used it on something else, but I knew this was going to make girls take notice, so I spent it all. When my birthday came that Friday, I felt like I was stepping on stage for an award-winning performance. I wore my new polo and a pair of my brother's black Guess jeans for all of my soon-to-be fans. Then I left the house early to catch the bus. Going to school, I daydreamed all the way to Mr. Jenks' first period class, thinking about my cheesy little wish. While it was my birthday, Mr. Jenks was all business. In fact, his gift to me was a big-ass blackboard full of notes. I just let out one of those long sighs. Not again. A friend of mine in class named Brian had also had enough. Man, this old peanut head joker is making us work too hard. Uh-oh, that man heard you, bruh, I whispered. Work too hard, Mr. Jenks said. Look, it won't help your grade. It's already too low. You trying to say I'm dumb, Mr. Jenks? Absolutely not. I'd never do that. But I think your mama said you were the last time I called. Oh, everyone in class shouted. Man, so your head's still big as hell, bruh. Oh, my bad. My head is blocking your education. Let me move so you can show us how smart you really are, Mr. Jenks said. When he felt like it, he cracked on us with some good ones. This kept the class in control and put people in check quick. The rest of the day was cool until I saw Steve talking to Sean at lunch. Hey, y'all know it's Dez's birthday. Time for them licks, bruh. Steve yelled out. Licks or punches in this case were given to a person by each of their friends based on how old you were, and today my lucky number was 14. Since I participated in this rich tradition with others, I knew exactly what time it was. I ducked and dodged them while we were at school until they eventually caught me getting off the bus. Everybody was cracking their knuckles and looking at me like they couldn't wait. Well, I wasn't going to sit and just take it, so I got off the bus and tried to make a run for it. Oh, man, Steve catman the shit out of Dez, Sean shouted. When he tripped me, I fell on my face real awkward and hard, sort of like Charlie Brown with a cloud of dust over my head. You straight? Steve asked like he was halfway sorry. Bro, what the hell? Okay, y'all jokers got birthdays too, I said while grabbing Steve to yank him down. Before I could think of another way to escape, those fools jumped on me laughing and punching till I was exhausted. By the time I caught my breath, everybody had run home laughing, and I was forced to take it like a man. Oh well, what can I say? It was all a part of becoming 14. When I stepped in my house, Rich was singing along with the music he was playing. I opened up the bedroom door and walked in. Damn, Dez, you ever heard of knocking? His girlfriend jumped off the bed and began to adjust her clothes. My eyes opened like curtains for the morning sun. Oh, my bad. Then he shoved me back in the hallway. What happened to you? He examined my injuries. Damn, you let somebody beat you up? Man, ain't nobody around here could beat me up. Yeah, right, and you look like they can't, he said, laughing. Nigga, your jeans got grass stains all in them. Look like somebody drug you round by your head. Hey, hold up, man. Them my damn jeans. Without waiting for him to finish, I ran to my room and locked the door. My body was still sore from the birthday ritual, and I wasn't about to take another lick. He banged on the door like he had a warrant, but I drowned him out with music. You know I'ma kill you, right? He repeated several times before walking off. After 5 minutes or so, I heard the front door open and shut. Once I knew it was safe, I came out, put his now dirty jeans under his bed, and grabbed the Cool G rap cassette that was lying on his dresser. I had been waiting to hear it since I saw the video for his song Road to the Riches. G Rap's rhymes were insane. He bounced words around like Michael Jordan dribbling for a last-second shot. His style inspired me to write tons of raps and realize how serious I had to be to make it. The next day after school, Steve and I were walking back from the store freestyling when a new dude in our neighborhood named Jarvis rode up on his bike. Bruh, how you gonna come around the corner rapping with tassels hanging off your handlebars on a big-ass banana seat bike? That ain't hard, Steve joked. My bad, Stevie E. Stop jocking my style. Anyway, this my little sister bike. Jarvis was taller than us and in tip-top shape. He could have easily been a star athlete, but his thing was music. Didn't you used to play football for Omar? Steve asked. Yeah, I might play next year after my album comes out. Your album? Boy, please, Steve laughed. You need to play basketball or football with all that height. Jarvis acted like he was dribbling a ball with his feet. That's cool, but you know what? I actually might play soccer. Steve's face turned sour. Soccer? That's a white boy sport. White boy? I used to play soccer too, I said. Like I said, white boy sport. You know Dez ass about white, Steve joked. Excuse me, Count Blackula, I shot back. Man, both of y'all are retarded. I never met anybody who checks as much as y'all. Jarvis said as if he was much more mature. Then he bopped around like he was on stage with a microphone in his hand. What up, Dez? I heard you be battling dudes at school. I want to see what you got. I looked over at Steve and he had a funny look on his face like he was guilty. I didn't think Jarvis was that good, so I immediately said, what's up? Now that the challenge was official, Jarvis began. All right, check it. Jarvis, name me fresh. Mama said be the best. I'm a genius, above the rest. I said it. Talk a foot in your ass is where you're headed. Dudes love the style, chicks love the smile. Got too many flows, you should read my file. Psycho, rap insane, #1. My words just bullets for the gun on my tongue. Steve and I looked at each other in amazement. Jarvis was raw, and I had to think of a fresh comeback quick. When I had it, my right eyebrow raised. Then I paused for a moment to build anticipation. Hold up, Steve looked at me. What happened to the battle, Dez? Don't tell me you scared again. Jarvis grinned and tapped me on the chest like he had already won. We don't have to battle or nothing. I just want to hear if you could really rap. I'll do a little something. Jarvis laughs. All right, then, what you got? Look, I ain't a clown, I get down for mine. Keep up and count, I got 1,000 rhymes. Take 1,000 times, never gain an inch. Wonder who Dez is, I could tell you tense. Me, lightweight, man, I top the class. You test the wrong one, look, I already passed. If you ask for a battle, this is what you get. Take a good long whiff, cause I been the shit. Oh, Steve shouted and dapped me up. I knew you had it in you. Jarvis slightly folded his arms and stared at me. Then he got hyper than before we started. Bro, we gotta do a song together. It'll be crazy. Together, you got a way to record, I asked? Yeah, I got a double cassette radio and a bunch of beats looped up. Jarvis seemed to know a lot. He was the first person I met who talked about music like I did, but with fire in his eyes. Dez, you should be getting all kinds of girls with flow like that. You know how many girls I have on my tip? You know, I could manage y'all boys. Steve jumped in again. You're gonna need somebody to take care of the money and stuff. Here you go. I looked at Steve sideways. Whatever, you know rappers aren't smart enough to write and count or handle women. Jarvis could barely move his lips. What? That night, I went home and wrote inspired for hours. I started hearing these voices in my head that said, one day you're gonna be great. Just don't stop. To be a part of hip hop motivated me more than anything. I felt destined to be an MC and have a girl of my own. I still didn't know how to make it all happen, but I was ready to go for it all.